Today we will discuss about two dryers of drying which are used in drying process. I, Dr. Satyaprakash Singh from Babu Sundar Singh College of Pharmacy. Today we will discuss about vacuum dryer and fridge dryer. So, let us start from vacuum dryer. So, vacuum dryer, as the name suggests, in this case the material is dried by the application of vacuum. So, yeah, that is why, since in this dryer we are using vacuum for drying the particles, that is why it is called as vacuum. So, when vacuum is created, what happens? The pressure after creating vacuum, the pressure is lowered. So, as this lowered pressure, water boils at a lower temperature. So, since water is boiling at lower temperature, hence evaporation becomes faster. So, in this way the heat transfer the transfer of heat or transfer of liquid takes place. So, efficiency of heat transfer increases, which results in drying enhanced drying of products. So, what is happening while vacuum is created, we see pressure is lowered, and due to this water boils at what temperature? At lower temperature. Normal boiling temperature of water is around 100 degrees Celsius. So, it boils at well below at lower temperature. As the water boils at lower temperature, simultaneously evaporation becomes faster, which leads to more efficient drying of the product. So, in this case the heat transfer mechanism that is used is conduction. So, with the help of this the heat is transferred between the particles. Now, construction of vacuum dryer, what are the things? So, first it is a jacketed vessel, as you see in the diagram. This is the main vessel of vacuum dryer. So, it is jacketed. In this jacket here steam or water is passed. So, steam or hot water is passed in this jacket. The vessel, as you see, it is a tight closed container. So, in this vessel is further connected to a oven, and the oven is connected passed through a condenser, and it is connected to vacuum pump. So, from here, so you see from here it is connected to a vacuum pump. So, this receiver is connected to vacuum pump. So, with the help of this, vacuum is created in this dryer. The support of shelves from part of the jacket, it gives a larger area for heat conduction. So, as you see in the diagram here, in these are the trays where the materials are kept. So, this is the different shelves which is also jacketed on each side. So, materials which are to be dried are kept in this tray. On this, above this tray, the material which we want to dry are kept in these trays, and after keep placing it on the shelves, hot water or steam is passed into this jacket, and vacuum is created with this vacuum pump. So, due to creation of vacuum in this chamber, what happens? At first, move on to working of vacuum dryer. At first, what we will do? We will take the material which is to be dried is kept on the trays, and the trays are placed on this vacuum dryer. Now, pressure is applied up to 30 to 60 kilopascals by means of vacuum pump. So, while application of this vacuum, door is closed firmly. As soon as vacuum is applied or pressure is decreased, after application of vacuum pressure is decreased up to 30 to 60 kilopascals, then steam or hot air is supplied into the hollow cylindrical space or hollow space of jacket. So, within this space steam or hot air is supplied. As you know that the heat transfer mechanism in this case is conduction. So, after supplying heat transfer takes place by conduction. As steam or hot air is introduced into this cells, into this jackets. So, this leads to heat transfer by conduction mechanism. So, at this vacuum evaporation of water from the material takes place at around 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. See what is the temperature, the difference in temperature of actual boiling point of water, and after creating vacuum the temperature, at this temperature water starts boiling. Why? Due to the lowering of boiling point, due to this phenomena, that is lowering of boiling point. Now, water vapor, after drying water vapor passes into the condenser where condensation takes place and it is collected into the receiver. Advantages of vacuum dryer. What are the different advantages? First advantage of vacuum dryer is drying takes place at lower temperature. Since we are creating vacuum with the help of vacuum pump, so the temperature of water or the liquid which is to be dried decreases very efficiently. So, at this lowering of boiling point or at this decrease of boiling point, the evaporation takes place at lower temperature. So, due to this process or evaporation of at lower temperature, the materials can be dried. Which type of materials? Thermolabile materials can be dried, or vacuum dryer can be used for drying of thermolabile materials, that is heat sensitive materials. Second advantage, it reduces the risk of oxidation during drying. Since whole process is carried out in closed chamber and under vacuum or under reduced pressure, so the risk of oxidation is reduced during the drying process. Next is it produces porous and fragile granules. The granules which are produced in this process are porous in nature and they are also fragile, easily breakable. Why? Under vacuum the vapor forms bubbles. So, under vacuum when the liquid evaporates it forms bubble, and in this condition the material is dried. So, due to this the material becomes porous in nature. Most important, one of the most important advantages, the liquid which is evaporating or in this vacuum dryer, that solvent or liquid can be recovered from the condenser, because after drying this liquid is passing through this tube and it reaches to condenser. So, with the help of this condenser the liquid gets condensed and it is collected into the receiver. So, the solvent which is used in this material or in the sample, that solvent can also be recovered by using this vacuum dryer. Disadvantages: since heat coefficients are low, so most of the heating takes place by conduction. In some cases radiation may takes place. So, drying rate is slow. The disadvantage is drying rate is slow in case of vacuum dryer, because heat coefficients are low and the heating takes place mainly by conduction. So, due to this in some cases radiation from the wall of the jacket also takes place, which leads to the slow rate of drying. Labor and running costs are high. So, this is another disadvantage, that running cost of this equipment and labor costs are high, because since vacuum the whole process is carried out under reduced pressure. So, the instrument should be much more sophisticated, and accordingly the labor and running costs increases. Uses of vacuum dryer. As it has been explained earlier, that heat sensitive materials can be used for drying of this vacuum dryer can be used for drying of heat sensitive materials. Dusty and hygroscopic materials can also be dried. Drugs containing toxic solvents, and these solvents can be separated into closed containers. For these also vacuum dryer can be used. Feed containing valuable solvents, all this can be recovered by condensation process. Drugs which required as a porous end products, that those drugs can also be dried in vacuum dryer. Friable dry extracts can also be produced by using vacuum dryers. Next dryer or last drying equipment which we will study in this lecture is freeze dryer. Now, first principle of freeze dryer: temperature and pressure. As you see in the diagram here, a graph is plotted between pressure and temperature. In this case, three different states of matter are shown, that is solid, liquid and vapor. Here a point is there, that point is called as triple point. At this point all the three phase exists in equilibrium. At this point solid and liquid phase are in equilibrium, here liquid and vapor phase are in equilibrium, and here solid and vapor phase are in equilibrium. Okay. So, the temperature and pressure of material in this case is reduced below the triple point of solvent to be dried. So, under these conditions what happens, any heat transfer in this dryer is used as a latent heat, and due to this ice sublimes directly to vapor state. That means, this liquid is directly converting to vapor state, or we can say that ice sublimes directly to vapor state, that means solid is directly changing to vapor state. Okay. So, accordingly the triple point of pure water is 4579 micrometer of mercury and at 0.0099 degree Celsius temperature. So, pharmaceutical products which remains in solution or where water is used. So, at below this temperature or below this triple point characteristics, here the drying takes place. So, in this case the pressure and temperature below which water evaporates directly from ice to vapor state, that process is called as eutectic point. That means, the point at which water evaporates directly from ice to vapor state, that point is called as eutectic point. So, we are using the principle of triple point in freeze dryer. Here also the pressure and temperature is maintained below this eutectic point. So, the drying, in this case drying is usually carried out at minus 10 degree Celsius to minus 40 degree Celsius at a pressure of 2200 micrometer per of mercury. Now, construction of freeze dryer. As you see, it consists of a number 1, a chamber for vacuum drying. So, in this case 2 types of chambers are there, one for batch type process and another one for continuous type operation. So, so this dryer can be used for a batch drying process, or it can also be used for a continuous drying process. Second part of this freeze dryer is a source of vacuum. So, as you see in the diagram, here a vacuum pump is attached to this dryer. This is the drying chamber, and here vacuum source is connected to this drying chamber. So, with in this case vacuum is achieved by using vacuum pump or steam ejector, or a combination of these two instruments can be used as a vacuum source. So, we are using vacuum pump as well as steam ejector. Any one or a combination of these two apparatus can be used for creating vacuum in the drying chamber. Third part is heat source, that means system, heating system from where the heat is supplied to this drying chamber. So, in this case 2 mechanisms for heat transfer are followed, one is conduction and another one is radiation. So, either conduction or radiation, by using these mechanisms heat is provided to the dryer. Fourth one is a vapor removal system, that means after heating vapors are created or formed, and that vapor removal system should be there to remove the vapors. So, for removal of water vapor, condensers, desiccant, pumps or scraper blades are employed. So, with the help of any of these equipments, that is water vapor condenser, desiccant, pump or scraper blades, with the help of this vapors are removed from the system. So, here you will find a refrigerator also, and this is also attached with condenser to condense the vapors. Now, working of freeze dryer. It has 5 stages. A typical freeze dryer has 5 stages in this working process. First one, preparation and pre-treatment. The first stage of freeze dryer is preparation and pre-treatment. What happens? Generally solution, protein solutions or the substance which wants to dry, that is taken. So, protein solutions takes around 8 to 10 times longer period than pure water. So, in these type of cases what happens, at first it is desirable to concentrate the solution under normal vacuum tray dryer. तो क्या करते हैं हम, पहले जो सॉल्यूशंस हैं या प्रोटीन सॉल्यूशंस हैं उसको हम कंसंट्रेट कर लेते हैं बाय यूजिंग ट्रे ड्रायर और नॉर्मल वैक्यूम ट्रे ड्रायर. तो कंसंट्रेट कर लेने के बाद फिर हम वैक्यूम ड्रायर में अगर उसको ड्राई करेंगे तो टाइम कम लगेगा, बिकॉज normally it takes 8 to 10 times longer period than pure water. So, that is why it is first concentrated under normal vacuum tray dryer, after that it is subjected to freeze dryer. Second stage of freeze drying process is pre-freezing. As the name suggests, pre-freezing, that means some process taking place before freezing. So, what is going on? Aqueous solution which is to be dried, what we are doing? Packing it in ampoules, vials or bottles. That means, the solution which is to be dried are at first packed in vials, ampoules or bottles. After that, they are cooled and tends to solidify the water. Okay. We are filling the solution into ampoules, vials or bottles, and then they are cooled to solidify into the water. This cooling can be done by using cold shelves, that is -50° or alcohol bath whose temperature is also -50°C or liquid nitrogen bath -195°C. So, by using these techniques, the aqueous solution to be dried is after packing, they are cooled and converted into solids, just like formation of ice. The thinner the layer of, while converting into or while solidifying, we have to keep in mind what, thinner the layer of frozen material, higher is the drying rate. That means, the frozen material or while solidifying after cooling, the thinner the layer, faster will be the drying rate. So, usually thickness is kept at 0.5 to 0.75 inches. So, this is the specifications at which these are kept. So, after the solidification of materials, low freezing rate produces large crystals of ice. If the freezing rate is low, then it produces large crystals of ice. So, sublimation of water from this material leaves large pores on the, suppose this is the ice, on this pores or holes are removed after drying due to the sublimation process. So, freezing rate is generally maintained at 3 to 25°C per minute, which results in a product having pore size of 1 to 45 micrometer. Next stage is primary drying, that means sublimation of ice under vacuum. So, a vacuum of 0.5 bar is applied on the frozen material. So, due to this, the temperature is increased to 30°C within 2 hours. After then, the temperature is kept constant, and during this stage around 98 to 99% water is removed from the materials. Okay. Next stage is secondary drying. After primary drying, removal of residual moisture under high vacuum is performed. At this, the temperature is maintained at 30 degree Celsius continuously, and further vacuum is lowered to a pressure of 0.07 bar. This process of drying is very slow. It takes around 10 to 20 hours to dry 1% moisture. That means, final moisture removal takes place up to 10 to 20 hours. Packaging. After final stages of drying, last stage is packaging. Inert gas is introduced inside the dryer to break the vacuum. Then the vials and ampoules are sealed within the dryer to reduce the contact of atmospheric gases or to remove the chances of contamination of the product. Then uses of fridge dryer, it is used for drying of number of products like blood plasma and its fractionated product, bacterial or viral culture, antibiotics, plant extracts, steroids, vitamins and enzymes can be used can be prepared by using fridge dryer. These are the advantages of fridge dryer, that is thermolabile substances can be dried, denaturation does not occur, migration of salts and other solutes does not takes place, moisture level can be kept as low as possible, product is porous and uniform. Disadvantages of fridge dryer, product is prone to oxidation due to high porosity and large surface area. Therefore, the product should be packed in vacuum or using inert gas which is used to break the vacuum. Equipment and running cost is high, period of drying is very high, time cannot be shortened. So, this is the biggest disadvantage, that time cannot be shortened while using this fridge dryer. So, this is all about drying processes. Thank you.